There's Simon.
They're not there.
Simon's there.
Okay.
Simon's in.
I'm here.
Okay, so hold on.
Christine should pop up then.
Carrie, that link you sent me worked. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think Dan is Zoom challenged.
Oh,
Yeah.
in more ways than one, you have no idea.
Well, I sent Christine the same link, so
I'm
hopefully
trying.
she'll
I'm
click on
trying
it
to,
and
you know what the problem is?
no, what's the problem?
Is she has your. Just a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna, because I sent the link. See Simon? Simon is on the screen as Carrie.
It's not recognizing her as her. So let me see.
Gonna be a meeting with Dan and 3 Carries.
Just a minute.
So it's gotta be individual then, if it's my name is.
Just bear with me.
I took steps to get into my VOMNY email account. So I'd be ready. I was like, got my login sorted, checked it to make sure it worked. Still didn't get the invite. And Sally was out of the office today.
Oh, was she? Well, but she works from home too, so I think like she's not always in, but she still works.
Yeah, I think she must have been. She replied like on the go and said that she would have the treasurer, Elena, let me in or resend the thing. But
yeah, well, the email, the links always come from the clerk treasurer. What's wrong, Dan?
It's the problem is that the only thing I can change is make you an attendee. I can't make her.
So make me an attendee and let her in as me. Does it matter?
Yeah, that I can't promote you. That's the problem. You're in. I just tried changing the names, you know,
Well,
and that didn't work either.
well, now it says my name is Cha.
No, it says CH or one of the two. I didn't know
It
which.
says Cha. And now Simon is just a C.
Co-host. Change role to no. That doesn't work.
Oh, where'd Simon go? You just bumped Simon.
This is not working right. I'm sorry.
Oh, Christine said she's on and sees all of us. This is the most bizarre thing.
Where's Simon?
Simon's gone. I don't know what happened to Simon.
Okay, Christy is in.
Yes, but we don't see her.
Just a minute.
There's Christine. Now we just need Simon back.
I'm trying.
And this will all be for naught if Mike doesn't show up. Because we won't have 4. Ooh. Okay, wait, we've got 4. Is that Simon?
I'm here.
Simon's there.
See,
Okay,
Christine.
I'm trying to get you in, Simon, but I'm having.
He's in. I hear him.
I can see you guys.
But I can't get his picture. That's the problem. Okay, here we go.
Christine, if you can hear us, you have to unmute yourself so we can hear you.
Okay, so everybody should now be on.
Okay, I'm here.
I see Simon.
Okay, sorry about that.
And there's a box for Christine, but still no voice or picture. There is a
She-
wolf. Christine is a wolf.
Christine, if you can hear us, you need.
Oh, there she is.
There
Christine,
we go.
we can hear you now. Yay!
Yay.
I had
Okay.
to, there it is.
Oh, yay. So we're still waiting for one more. Because we still can't run the meeting unless we have 4, which has been the problem like every month. So how's everybody in the interim while we're waiting? How's everybody doing?
Can we talk Coyote or do we have to actually like wait?
You can
Well, it's-
talk about anything except Coyote.
It's just, it's
And-
unofficial.
And understand that it's being recorded.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Those
it
things
is-
that look like dogs. No, I'm just kidding.
I haven't seen one. I was just telling Dan, I still have yet to see one single coyote, which is shocking to me because the river is at the bottom of my street. So you know, that's like, a pathway. You would think I would see them, but I don't. I haven't seen a fox. I haven't seen really anything.
Same
I
here.
read on Nextdoor that someone saw a bobcat.
That is
Bobcat,
in Rybrook.
Right. And it was a big girl or boy.
They think it's a pair. They think it's 2 of them. And there were multiple sightings. So
It's pretty
yeah,
big. It's pretty big.
yeah,
I mean,
they're-
at some point we may have to expand to just like the wildlife task force or something. Because it may extend beyond just coyotes.
that's true. That's very true. It was very interesting. At least we don't have moose, because I just read an article about a bobsled team that was practicing in Colorado, and they were attacked by a moose. And the woman said she had never felt so helpless in her entire life because her dogs were, harnessed in, and there wasn't a lot she could do. And she managed, run and get some of her dogs loose, but one of her dogs was really critical condition because the moose just stomped on the dogs.
I
And
would have never
awful.
imagined, that they are so aggressive.
So aggressive. I didn't
They were
realize
never
that either. I
portrayed that
thought,
way.
like it sounds like they're almost worse than bears.
Right. They're never portrayed as being aggressive,
No,
and
but-
apparently they are very.
yes, and they will not stand down. The males will, if they view you as a threat, and dogs they perceive obviously as a predator, which are wolves, they will not stand down. And that's pretty scary considering how large they are.
They're massive.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, I love moose. Don't know that I love them so much anymore.
So now, if it's plural, is it meese? The plural of moose, is it meese? Like goose, geese?
I don't know. I've always just said moose.
I'm just kidding.
Like,
I'm going to continue making my salad until we get a quorum or not.
yeah, I don't have high hopes here, people.
Who else is affected?
Mike was a possibility,
Yeah.
Scarantino, but he had a parent meeting for the Science Expo. So I did not hear anything from Elizabeth. And my emails haven't, when I send to Angelo's personal email, it bounces back. So I get like an error message that it's over the quota. So I don't know what's going on there. And we did not hear from Sharon.
To that, to what you said about the email, when I responded to your group email,
Mhm.
it said the same thing. It bounced back and it said that it's over the quota, so it can't be delivered, which is why I
Yeah,
just
so-
responded to you personally.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Angelo's email. I'm gonna try to reach him a different way. Maybe I know where he lives. Maybe just go ring his doorbell. Angelo, knock knock. What's going
Right.
on with your email?
Do we have to meet in person to finalize what we were talking about finalizing? There's
In
nothing we can
person?
do- I mean,
No, I don't
like-
think
like
so.
this. Do we have to meet in
Yeah.
a official?
No, yeah, I think we can just, if we can get an actual meeting to happen, yes, I think we can just do it over Zoom. I don't think it's necessary. You know, with the I know this is not official because we're not holding the meeting, but just to let you know that I remember in the beginning with the coexistence like management plan, initially Jerry had said that they were going to work on it to customize it to us. I know so many things have been pushed on the back burner. So until that happens, or if it happens, I just thought it was better to have the Humane Societies on the website as opposed to Newcastle.
Totally.
And I also, honestly, I don't know that it's worth doing at all because I don't really think people are going to go on and read it. And I think it's going to be a lot of work to do it for
Yeah.
not a
It
lot
was
of
gonna be a
benefit.
lot
Because
of,
I just don't,
it was,
people don't read things and they're not going to read something that long either, unless they're really personally interested in it. But that's just my opinion.
Well, no, I totally agree because on Nextdoor, there is a thread about, what we're talking about. And there are a lot of sightings and now it's Nextdoor. So it's multiple surrounding neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of, there was no, what was good was there was no panic. It didn't seem panic. It was
Right.
like, I saw one, they were here, they were there, but there was no panic per se, which is, I think, a good step.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the thread, I just posted the Village of Mamaroneck link. I just put lots of great information here. And only one person, heart liked it or whatever, which was my neighbor, he. No one else seemed to have recognized it. So I don't know if it's more of just like, oh, I saw one too, but no one seemed to have checked it out. So I'm not sure. I think you may be right.
Yeah, I just, if people, if people aren't calling the sightings in, then they're not bothered by it. So that's kind of why I think unless we're really needed to kind of get back out there and say, hey, this is what's going on. And, I don't know that there's anything else that we need to do at this point.
Right. I mean, maybe it could be as needed.
Right. That's what I said in my email that, if
Yeah.
the village needs us, if something comes up and wants to, have the committee get together and come up with a plan for something, anything, whatever it might be.
Mhm.
I think that's the way to go at this point. Especially since we can't even get everybody together. I don't know why we can't get everybody together anymore. And
I
maybe
think-
part of it too is because people aren't as panicked as they were. So they're
I was
kind of
just
like,
gonna say that.
whatever.
I was just going to say that there's no
You know?
immediate, there's no immediate threat or panic.
No one's freaked out anymore.
Mhm.
Which was the goal. The goal was to get everybody to just
accomplished.
understand that, this is okay. This is normal. We just have to kind of figure out how to handle things and everybody needs to just not freak out. And I think, we've accomplished that with everything that we've put out there and people have just, I think, gotten more used to it as a more normal thing in
Mhm.
our village. I mean, they've always been here. It's just all of a sudden we had this uptick of sightings. People were panicking because they hadn't really had them in their backyards before.
Yeah. I did have a question though. When someone does call, because they're reporting an aggressive coyote per se, who makes the judgment call? Is it a panel of people? Is it one person?
I think it's just Jerry.
Is there, would anybody
It
be
makes a
interested in
call,
working
it
on
makes a call for what? To take,
action?
call the trapper.
No, to call the trapper, but then to either literally
It-
pull the
it-
trigger or not.
okay. Again, this is not an official meeting, so these are not official comments.
We
Get
know.
We know.
people to come. But the police have the right to make a determination based upon safety, concerns. or the DEC will make that determination. It depends on who's called and when and what the situation is. The trapper is called by the village manager.
So the trapper is called by the village manager. I just would like to see some kind of like checklist in place.
Well,
You know.
I think there kind of is. I mean, like,
There are protocols that the DEC has put out.
right. So it is there
And
for them to
when
make
the
the
trapper is
determination.
called, that doesn't mean that they're being trapped. It means that
Right.
they're being investigated.
Right, they're assessing the situation.
So, I think we have to, the problem is there's nothing that one should, one thing fits all. It's all based on the individual situation.
Mm-hmm.
But the good news is that it is an independent person that is making that assessment and call, as
Right.
opposed to somebody who has just felt threatened in one way or the other, and is, panicking.
Right.
Do we know, so in a situation where a homeowner calls to report a sighting and asks Jerry or whoever to have someone come take a look, and Jerry determines that in this case you should call the trapper to investigate, the trapper finds a den, at what point where does the decision go from there? If the homeowner says, okay, I want it removed, does that initiate an actual trap and euthanizing, or-
The homeowner has to give permission for somebody to go onto their property, or an assessment is made that there's a dangerous situation, in which case they can go on the property.
Okay, I'm just trying to get a feeling for, at what point would the decision to trap and euthanize a coyote be made when it wouldn't be necessary?
That's what I was actually kind of getting to.
Yeah, we're both saying the same thing, Christine.
Right.
Yep. Well, it's 7:27.
Yeah, I'm good. I think this is a wrap here.
I'm happy to stay and wait longer, but the probability of anybody coming is not high at this point.
And I haven't seen a new email from Mike or anything, so.
Yeah, nor have I. So, and he's pretty good if he thinks he, would be coming. That.
Yeah.
So I think what we will do is end the meeting. My suggestion is, I think you, Carr, you may want to send out an email and ask everybody to respond specifically to the two suggestions that you've had. Okay.
I'll do it again.
Okay. But to also tell them that we have to have a meeting to adopt it.
Yeah. So, and also, Dan, can you get an answer to those two questions that were in my email, as far as are we currently still contracted with Chris, the trapper? And is our permit to trap with the DEC, is that existing at the moment? Because I know Jerry usually says he has to call the DEC and, he extends the permit to allow us to trap.
The answer to both of them is I don't know, but I will send an email.
Yeah, I just would like to know where we're at, because the last time we talked about the permit from the DEC, I know it was good through 2020.
Yep.
I don't know what happened in 2021, because then we had COVID and everything else, and I have no idea what the current status is now.
They're all legitimate questions, and we can get answers. So I will do that.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Listen, all, have a good evening. Thank you very much for giving up your time.
Thanks for trying, everyone.
Working out the way we.
Thank you. Nice seeing everyone.
Yeah, I will. Hopefully we can get something, get everybody on at least in March, so we can make some decisions and we don't have to keep, meeting for nothing. Although, I always
Okay.
enjoy seeing it.
Okay.
All right.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
Have a good night. Thank you.